All right. Whoops, hold on. Sorry about this. One second. Okay, there we go. And now I got it. Well, welcome everyone. We are so excited to be having you join our Freedom Revolution event. My name is Carmen Maxwell. And along with Julie Kraus, the two of us, we are looking to really build relationships with other mission-driven people on the topic of health. So we invited you because we respect you, or whoever invited you respects you, and we'd love for you to know what we're up to. So this next half hour or so is going to be relaxed and fun. You don't have to buy or sign up for anything. We really are just going to share some quick information, including some free resources and product solutions and a few stories. So we hope you enjoy listening, and perhaps you'll think of someone in your life that needs to hear this message. So thank you so much for coming. And to kick it off, I'd like to ask you a question. You don't have to answer because you're all muted, but would you agree that being healthy today can be challenging? So if you raise your hand, I think probably most of you are saying yes. I know that I would say yes. We all love to look good. We love to feel good. We want to live a long life. We know it's our job to try and make this happen, but unfortunately it can be complicated, unpleasant, and even confusing. And that's where we come in. I'd like to introduce you to a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution, and Julie and I, along with thousands of others, are part of a unique community where together we're taking our health back in ways that are simple, doable, and fun. So the goal of this Healthy Living Revolution is to work alongside people who want better health. We're going to meet them where they are and empower positive changes along the way. So let me take you through the following 3 doorways that we use to inspire healthy living around the world. The first is free resources. The second is nutritional support. And the third is the organization with a heart that makes it all possible. So first, let's talk about the free resources. So the team at the Healthy Living Revolution has created a selection of fantastic resources for families to use. So we have a cookbook of clean and easy recipes. We have short webinars on trending health topics like gut health and brain health, an awesome home fitness series, and our Start Strong program, which is designed to raise up a generation of active, healthy children with a positive body image and good nutritional habits. So you may want to look at these free resources. So whoever invited you will send you a link to the Healthy Living Revolution website. So the second is nutritional support, and I'm going to let my friend Julie share a little bit more about that. Julie, you may have to unmute. There you go.
Okay. All right. Awesome. All right. So Juice Plus, I think most of us know, but some of us don't. Juice Plus, 30 different raw, vine ripened, non-GMO, NFS certified fruits, veggies, and berries in a capsule or chewable. I love to call it, and I'll pick the green one, a salad in a capsule. Can you see them? It's important to know how it is. Put them all back. It's important to know how that salad gets into the capsule. So I said it was vine ripened, and vine ripened is really important because the things that come to our grocery store often are not, most of the time, are not vines. The stuff that's at our grocery store is picked when it's not ripe. Sometimes it's gassed in the vehicle on its way to the grocery store. And it's important that stuff is vine ripened because at the very end of the growing process is where a lot of the nutrients get into the fruits and veggies. So we want our stuff to be, able to vine ripen on that last, those last days. After it's picked, when it's vine ripened, the Juice Plus fruits, veggies, and berries are ground up. You might expect that they are juiced, but they're better than juiced. They're ground up. So when we're grinding up the skins, the peels, and the seeds, and I don't know about you, but I'm not eating things like broccoli leaves and papaya seeds and orange peels. Did you know that it's the broccoli leaves that are important in inhibiting cancer? Papaya seeds are what's the powerhouse for cleaning your kidneys and your liver, and that 80% of the vitamin C in an orange is in the peel, and we're not eating those things. So I'm happy that Juice Plus makes it so I can. All right, so after it's ground up and it's kept at a low temperature, and that's important because it preserves the live nutrients that are in the capsules or the chewables. And what I love about Juice Plus is it's easy and it's smart And what I mean by being smart is it's studied. So Juice Plus does not borrow its research from, like, say, you probably have heard that cranberry juice is really good for urinary tract infections. It's not research of that sort. It's research that says what happens when Juice Plus, with its nutrition label as opposed to a supplement, what happens when those things, broccolis, tomato, beets, the ingredients on the Juice Plus label, gets into your body. It's been studied. There's 37 published studies on people, not on animals, not borrowed, but double-blind, placebo-controlled, randomized, peer-reviewed studies that is the gold standard in medical journals. We're published in medical journals that your doctor, or you, if you like late night reading that'll put you to sleep, could read for yourself. You find out what the cool stuff is that Juice Plus has been shown medically to do in people's bodies. All right, so when you open up your Juice Plus, you'll see that it's just a flip, and it comes out. There's no label that says don't let your kids buy it. There's no child-proof cap on there. It's safe. That's because it's safe for kids. It's safe for pregnant and nursing moms. It's safe for athletes, and it's got this NSF certification. So if you are taking anything, make sure that you have third-party certification on whatever you're taking, because that is super important. And NSF, they do random batches. They test random batches of Juice Plus and make sure that there's nothing in it that's not on the label. There's nothing on the label that's not in it. So you wouldn't be getting any heavy metals, herbicides, pesticides, steroids, which is why it's safe for athletes. So all of those things are like kind of better than organic, is what I like to say. We also have, so this is fueling your cells. Your Juice Plus in a capsule or a berry is fueling your cells. But you also need to feed your belly, right? So we have something called the Juice Plus Complete Shakes, chocolate and vanilla. And wouldn't you know that in these, that same process that I told you about that gets our salad into a capsule is also some sneaky vegetables in this delicious shake. So we have, it's vegan, it's non-GMO, it's full of fiber and amino acids, and there's things in there like yucca and mushrooms and pomegranate powder and all sorts of little sneaky veggies, but you'd never even know. So I use it, sometimes as a lunch, honestly. It's like healthy fast food. And you could use it as a post-workout drink, or you could use it as a healthy snack, whatever you like. And if shakes aren't your thing, I am an easy, quick kind of shake girl. But if shakes aren't your thing, we also have bars that have similar ingredients, and that also, will fill your belly. The Juice Plus company most recently kind of polled the audience and asked, well, what is it that you're taking in addition to your Juice Plus? And that answer was omegas. So we have an omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 in the right balance that cuts out the middle fish. You might be taking a omega that is cod liver oil, maybe. That's the most common one that I'm familiar with. But we took out the middle fish, and instead we have the omega right from the plant. So in eating the algae that the fish gets instead of the fish. And then by then you don't have all of that processing. You don't have the fish being, cooked to high levels and emitting toxins that the fish might have eaten and ingesting heavy metals, that sort of thing. We've eliminated all of that in our omega. The last thing that Juice Plus company has, hold on, I gotta find my visual, is the Tower Garden. If you see that, is a hydroponic growing system. So this company really wants you to get your fruits and veggies in you. And if you can grow it in your own backyard or in your own kitchen, it doesn't get much fresher than that. Juice Plus made sense to me because it's not synthetic. It's a food. And my husband's cousin, Michelle, told me about it. Honestly, I thought it was a vitamin, so I really kind of didn't listen to her for a while. But finally I listened when my mom said, hey, have you heard of Juice Plus? So I listened And she told us about the studies, the published research journals, and I had my husband look at it because he's the science guy. I like to read things, but a lot of the stuff goes over my head. He's got the science background, and so he, read the very boring studies and said, this looks good and it can't hurt. So that was how we got on board, is we figured it can't hurt. Well, fast forward to, a year or two in, I have ulcerative colitis, which is an autoimmune disorder, and I am off all of my medications for that. So, and I know that Juice Plus is the reason, because our gut health is super duper important, and my gut was jacked up, for lack of better terms. My son also, at the time that we started Juice Plus, was constantly having ear infections, and he honestly was on the chopping block for having his tonsils out, his adenoids out, and tubes put in. And I'm happy to say he has all of his original parts and hasn't had an ear infection in quite some time, or been on any antibiotics, any of that. So Juice Plus made sense to me in the beginning, and then the effects that it has had on our family. Oh, and the other thing is my husband has just magically lost weight. This seems to be a kind of a happy side effect of Juice Plus, even without making too many dietary changes. So that's super awesome. Carmen, do you have something to share too about how it has affected you guys' family?
Yes, ma'am, I do. And I love your story because there really are so many similarities. So right now I'm mom to two daughters. I have a 14-year-old and an 11-year-old. But when I learned about Juice Plus, I just had my oldest, because it was about 13 years ago, and she was just one of those children that was a regular at the pediatrician's office. She was on antibiotics all the time, and I knew that really wasn't good for her long-term health, but I didn't really see a way out of that. And so when my sister shared Juice Plus with me, the fact that it was just fruits and vegetables, along with the research and that guarantee that it was pure, it just checked all of my mama boxes. And so we got her started right away. And so alongside of getting her started, I started to really dig into the research and just that connection between nutrition and disease, and took a really hard look at what we were eating every day. And although we weren't junk food junkies, we weren't getting the variety and the servings that we needed to be getting every day. So it really made sense that all of us needed to be on Juice Plus. And so everyone, my husband and myself, got started in addition to my daughter, and just had an amazing experience. So my oldest went from once a month sick visits to once a year well visits. I was able to use Juice Plus as a prenatal for my second daughter, and we see the benefits of that prenatal nutrition every single day. She's going to be 12 years old in May, and she's had one sick visit when she was under a year old, never had antibiotics or any other prescription ever in her whole entire life. So we're super grateful for that. My husband went from craving sugar and salt to craving fruits and vegetables. So like Julie's husband, he, as a happy side effect, he ended up losing quite a bit of his extra pounds without ever dieting. I promise you, he never dieted. And I no longer needed that mid-afternoon nap or caffeine jolt to get through my day. And it was really neat when I went to the eye doctor and discovered that my vision had actually improved. So it's continued to improve over the last 13 years, so that today at 42 years old, I have better vision than I did when I was in my 20s. So that's pretty amazing. So now we're going to talk about the Freedom Revolution, which is our business community. So the main mission of the Juice Plus company is to bring freedom through improved health. So it's important that about 80% of our Juice Plus customers, Juice Plus is used by happy customers who have no affiliation with the company, and serving these customers are those of us who have partnered with the Juice Plus as a business opportunity. So we're paid well to do a lot of good. So as you listen to our stories, perhaps you'll think of someone in your life who might need to hear what's possible. So I want to address two common questions about the Juice Plus company. First of all, how does it work? So the business is open to anyone 18 years or older. It's called a virtual franchise, and it's $50 a year to own. We have an online office and a personal website, so you can run your business from any device, anytime, anywhere. You can earn residual income by sharing by word of mouth, and the company does the rest. So they manufacture the products, they deliver, they bill, they collect from the customer, and they pay us via direct deposit every month. So there's no inventory to keep. You don't have to drive around town doing any kind of deliveries or anything like that. The only Juice Plus that we ever touch is our own. So all of our commission levels are permanent. There's no quotas or minimums, and people are free to choose their own pace. So there's no glass ceiling or income or territorial restrictions, and the Juice Plus company is global in over 20 countries. And so the second question is, what's so great about the Juice Plus company? And I could spend a lot of time on this. Our company was formed nearly 50 years ago by the president and founder, Jay Martin, who's still at the helm today. It's privately held, it's debt-free, and it's a multi-billion-dollar company. They have a family benefits package at the top positions, including medical, dental, and vision, disability and life insurance, long-term care coverage, chiropractic, and prescription coverage, along with college assistance, holiday bonus, and a monthly expense allowance. So the business can produce short-term cash or be long-term wealth building or retirement strategy. You get to choose. And by the way, not only does Juice Plus company inspire healthy living, but healthy giving as well. So they've impacted over 1 million families so far with the Juice Plus, with free Juice Plus through the Children's Health Study. They're the title sponsor of the St. Jude's Marathon, raising about $10 million annually. And they are highly involved in the Boys and Girls Club and Volunteers of America. So if you want to know more about any of that afterwards, just let us know. We'd be happy to share that with you. And as I shared earlier, I just want to share a little bit about why I decided to partner. We had such a wonderful experience as a family on Juice Plus that I just found myself naturally sharing it with everyone around me. Everywhere I looked, there were tired mamas, there were picky and sick kids, and no one around me was eating enough fruits and vegetables. So when I learned that I could actually get paid for what I was already doing, which is sharing Juice Plus, I just saw an opportunity for my family. My husband's an elementary school teacher, and at the time I was working outside of the home and desperately wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but financially it just really wasn't an option for us. So I would drop my daughter off at daycare and she would cry, and then I would get in the car and I would cry, and I absolutely hated it. So I thought to myself, when I learned about this amazing mission and our company, I thought, what if this could be a way for me to stay home with my daughter? And that's what happened. Because of this wonderful company, I've been a stay-at-home mom with a paycheck for the last 12 years, and that's been an incredible gift. So this company and mission has given our family the ability to say yes over and over again, and we are just so incredibly grateful to be part of the Juice Plus company. And Julie, I know that the Juice Plus company has done a lot for your family as well. Would you please share?
All right, ultimately, the Juice Plus company is going to pay for my farm that I would love to talk to you guys more about at some later date. But so I partnered with the Juice Plus company really because I wanted those extra nickels. Because what I didn't want the Juice Plus product to cost our family anything, really. We're a single income family, and my husband's a nurse, so we're not, making, raking in the dough, and this was, an investment that we wanted to invest in our health, but we didn't want it to come out of our, our paycheck, sort of. So I signed up to be a distributor, and I figured I will have at least my mom and dad be my customers, and maybe one supportive friend. And so that at least, would cut I get paid on that. So then that would cut some of what we owed. Really that was just my goal. So then, like I told you, we fast forwarded to a couple years where we had these amazing results that, we were no longer having to go to the doctor, and that was saving money too, so it was kind of super awesome. And so when we had those results, then that built the belief, in the product, and it made it much easier for me to just kind of naturally share anytime that I heard someone, who had a picky eater or kids with constipation, or, I seem to be a magnet for people with autoimmune disorders, whether it's MS or eczema or I don't know. I was able to share, more like from my heart about Juice Plus. And then, it's blossomed into, learning about the Shred 10, which I did not mention earlier, but we had, we have all those resources that Carmen talked about, and we're learning alongside, doctors and dentists and all sorts of people with big brains. And so I've learned so much, just free education with the Juice Plus company that, it's made me just more and more confident. And with the paychecks that I get, I was able to, it sounds really silly, but dig a hole in my backyard. We now have a pond, put gas in my car, when things go wrong. It's just those little things that, come out of our Juice Plus instead of coming out of, my husband's, paying the mortgage, that sort of thing. And that helps. It's kind of like that, what if, what could I do with an extra $500? What could I do with an extra $1,000? For somebody, you never know what that could do for someone. It could be, as simple as, it could be as important, I guess, as putting groceries on the table sometimes for people. So that's
awesome. Thank you so much. So to wrap up, we just want to thank you again for joining us. We are so excited to build relationships with two types of people. First of all, people who are ready to take the next step in their health. So whether it's just to check out our free resources, they are an incredible gift. Or maybe you want to make your life a little bit easier by adding Juice Plus. It only costs around $2 or $3 a day. Kids can get it free, and it really is the simplest, most convenient, and affordable way to get massive amounts of nutrition into busy people's lives. And second, anyone wanting to earn a stable residual income in order to expand their options while making a difference. So the Freedom Revolution gives parents the financial peace of mind to choose mom and dad care instead of daycare. Hardworking professionals can have the choice to build their own dreams instead of someone else's. College kids can build a side gig to help pay for school without having to get a job. And empty nesters can increase retirement so that there's enough to enjoy life and give to future generations. So this all takes place using a simple system within a positive and fun community we like to call the Juice Plus family. So maybe you could ask yourself, who do I know who needs to hear about this? And what if Juice Plus could help them? If you do think of someone, we'd love to help. We'd love to invite them to an event like this, or we can offer to listen to the recording. We are recording this tonight. So when we sign off in just a second, Julie or I will send you our Healthy Living Revolution website, and we'll touch base with you. So we hope it's as much of a gift to you as it has been to us. And thank you so much for taking the time to listen. So Julie, thank you so much for helping me with this. And do you have any final thoughts?
Thanks for coming, you guys.
Thanks, you guys. We appreciate it. Have a great night.